California would absolutely hate me. That's saying that stock performance vehicles are now in jeopardy in California. You can't even get a stock V8 and drive it around without worrying if it's too loud or not. If you get a stock vehicle, you probably have to go like 30 miles an hour. You can't step on it. So, talk about a freedom going bye-bye. So will it spread to other states? So in California, your exhaust is not allowed to exceed a certain decibel level. So we are going to find out how loud the exhausts are on our cars. And all right, guys. So California has kicked off 2019 with a nut shot to car enthusiasts, and this is something that really is kind of making a lot of people concerned in the car world. They're worried about basically this law working its way into other states, and that is totally understandable. It's reasonable. A lot of other YouTubers have hit on this topic, but I'm going to talk a little bit about it and whether I think it's going to spread to other states. Now, number one, California has always had this law, okay? Basically, if you had a very loud exhaust, you were given a $25 ticket and you had a certain amount of time to fix it and prove that it was fixed. They've removed that, okay? That is not the case anymore for 2019. 2019, you now get a $1,000 fine, okay? And then on top of that, you have to prove that you fixed it, okay? And this is going to deter a lot of people from modding their vehicle. Now, in California, it's already hard enough to modify your car. I think really the extent of what it is that you can do is basically a catback exhaust, an intake, maybe a couple other small modifications, but nothing super crazy. And so this is just another avenue for California to pretty much get their patrons into electrical cars, hybrids, smart cars, all that good stuff. The problem I have with really this law is that a lot of stock vehicles like 392s, the new Mustang GTs, Camaros even, when they're in track mode, I mean, those suckers are loud. It sounds like they have an aftermarket exhaust, and a police officer is not going to go, roaming around the bottom of your car to see if it's stock or not. They just basically have, all willy-nilly, they could just say, your car is loud, and you're given a ticket. So basically, that's saying that stock performance vehicles are now in jeopardy in California. You can't even get a stock V8 and drive it around without worrying if it's too loud or not. If you get a stock vehicle, you probably have to go like 30 miles an hour. You can't step on it. So talk about a freedom going bye-bye. So will it spread to other states? This is something that I've been seeing in the comment section. A few people have messaged me about that, and I don't think it's going to. I think this is their ridiculous way of trying to stop street racing. Okay, I was watching another channel that discussed this, Stang Mode, and he was saying that California is starting to have a big time problem with street racing accidents, and they're trying to come up with a solution to eliminate street racing. So basically, if you have a modded car, if you have, or if you're thinking about modding your car to even street race, this is going to basically prevent that. Also, too, it gives them probably a big boost when it comes to, income. The basic, you're ticketing people $1,000, $1,000. You know how much money that's going to raise right out of the gate? I think a lot of people are going to be moving out of California that are into cars. That's a side note. But this is California's way of solving a problem, okay? Other states are not going to adopt this. California has always been one of those states where it's, ridiculous to try and mod a vehicle. Other states surrounding California have not adopted any of those laws, really. Look at no further than where I live. I'm in New York. No front plate, no tinted windows, very strict emissions. I mean, not terrible. I mean, here in New York, you can mod your vehicle pretty good. But you go to neighboring states, and everybody has tinted windows. Everybody has no front plate. So other states, if there's no problem, they don't enforce a law, okay? And so, California is definitely a state that has its, little issues, and the way that they combat those issues are not always the brightest and the smartest way. So I don't really want to get too far into that because politics are a no-no on this channel. So with that being said, if you haven't subscribed already, definitely do it. Hit the subscribe button. We're doing big things here. Support your fellow car enthusiast, your fellow Mopar channel. No, but really, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, definitely do it. Thank you to all of those that hit the subscribe button. Definitely hit the like button. It helps the even a dislike button. I don't really care. Activity is the best. Activity on the video is the best, and whether you like it, dislike it, I don't really care. But it all helps the video in the end. So really, thank you all for the support, and that's that.